how's it going, traders? It's the Pup of Wall Street back with another weekend review. Today we're going to look at my top 10 charts going into next week. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button below so you can get these actionable trade ideas as soon as they come out. If you could also leave a comment down below, let me know what you think about these chart videos. Let's dig into the chart. So first up, we're going to be looking all at weekly charts. We have XLRE. This is our real estate select sector. Top 5 holdings: American Tower, Prologis, Crown Capital International, Equinix, and Public Storage, PSA. So what I like to do is take a look at the main ETF sectors and see what's strong, what's showing relative strength, what's breaking out or what's potentially breaking out. And you could see for 2 weeks now, we've been breaking out of 48.80. And like I said, breaking our base. Here's our top holdings, room to run on RSI, no squeezes with a MACD curl and cross. So let's take a look at our first real estate sector, American Tower. This is looking at a trend line breakout here. We had a little peekaboo candle. You see we stopped right at that 618 retracement at 284.48. We did break 50 on RSI. Looks like MACD's starting to curl up. We don't have a squeeze yet, but I think for an entry, 284.48, that's going to be a tough level. We can take an entry here using a stop loss of maybe 269 and under. But really, we want to see a break over 284.48. And then we can look at 292, 300, 303 as our previous high, and then 317 to the upside. Next up is CCI, Crown Castle. And we're looking at an all-time high test right back here. We had a 2-candle test, got rejected. Tried to ride and break that center channel line, also got rejected, came right back down. Now we made our lower trend line, and now we're coming back up. So the first level obviously is 204.62. That's going to be your all-time high. Over that, I'm looking at the 1272 extension at 215 and the 1618 extension at 228. Already had our RSI break of the trend line and 50. We already had our MACD crossing curl. So looking to see if we possibly can get our breakout this week on CCI Crown Castle. Next up is going to be our SMH VanEck Semiconductor ETF. This is a popular one. It's been pretty strong for quite some time. And this is going to be your semiconductors, right? So your TSM, NVDA, ASML, Qualcomm, AMD, Avago, MU, right? Micron. So here we have a bull flag with possible hidden bullish divergence. And what I'm looking at here is an 8 EMA test, right? We had 2 candles tap right on top of that 8 EMA. We're also seeing a bit of resistance here at that 3618 extension at 304.97. Already had our MACD crossover and curl. We already had our TTM squeeze fire. So just watching to see if we can gain a little bit of strength. We might have another week or two of consolidation into this flag, right, before we break out. But let's just keep a close eye on semiconductors and see if they can run. First semiconductor we'll take a look at is NVIDIA. So NVIDIA pulled right back to our 275 support level, which is right at our center channel line. So we're back inside the channel after spending a few weeks trying to break out. RSI may come back down to 50 before curling back up. So just want to keep a close eye on that. And obviously we have MACD starting to curl down, possible for a cross. But keep in mind, this can also start to tangle while we consolidate here. So let's see if we do get indeed that Santa rally going into the end of the year. Next up is Micron, MU. They do have earnings on Monday after market. This, whenever you have earnings from a like sector, it tends to get sympathy plays on the other names. Like, when Micron has earnings, you have to watch out if you're holding NVIDIA or AMD. So here we already had our RSI breakout. We have a slingshot squeeze in progress. We already had our MACD curl and cross and our falling wedge breakout. And we're, again, very similar to the previous chart. We are flagging here And just going to watch to see, can we finally get that breakout? I think once we break over 91.13, I think we will see a run to $100. So keeping a close eye on Micron. And again, we do have earnings on Monday after market. And our final sector we're going to be taking a look at for this week is XLV. This is our healthcare select sector. So that's going to conclude names like Johnson & Johnson, United Healthcare, Pfizer, Abbott, Thermo Fisher, and AbbVie. XLV has been, or healthcare has been running, select names have been running. You can see we're 2 weeks strong here with breaking into a new all-time high at 137.07 with the break of that ascending triangle. We do have a MACD curl. Looks like we'll get an inbound cross this week if we have a decent week, and plenty of room to run on RSI. So let's take a look at our first name. That's going to be Abbott, ABT. Abbott Laboratories. And so we already had our ascending triangle breakout, 3 weeks strong here, broke over 135.39, which is our 1272 extension with a spinning top. Let's see if we get a reversal, maybe a retest of that 128.75 or a retest of 135.39 and hold. I would be targeting 143.60 to the upside with an RSI breakout and a MACD curl and cross. Next up is J&J, Johnson & Johnson, falling wedge breakout, right up to our previous all-time high around 173. We got rejected. Watch for a break over 173. We could target 180, 186, 194. We already had, that's incorrect right there, right? We already had an RSI breakout of the downtrend line and at 50. And we have our MACD curling looking like we might get an inbound cross this week or next. Next and final is Moderna. So Moderna, obviously vaccine manufacturer. Omicron has been in the news, so new variant. I think spotlight will be on the vaccine developers and producers. So Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, and Pfizer. The only reason Pfizer is not in here is Pfizer's already run pretty hard. You can certainly take a look at the chart. It looks really healthy and strong, but I'm more interested in what hasn't run yet. And so Moderna looks like it's starting to break out here on RSI right at 50. We're at the bottom of our wedge. So I think from a risk to reward perspective, an entry here actually makes a lot of sense. Just be careful when we come back up to the top of the wedge. And no squeezes to note. And MACD's starting to flatten out a little bit. So of course I want to see that start to curl up and break over its moving average line. So those are my top 10 charts that I'm going to be watching for this week. Once again, please, if you can, make sure you like and subscribe below if you like this video and you enjoy my content. It really would mean a lot. And bonus points to anybody who leaves a comment down below. I would really, really appreciate that. So good luck this week. Keep in mind it is a holiday shortened week with Friday and the markets being closed. Happy holidays to everybody, and let's have a safe and enjoyable and hopefully profitable week.